Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube peeps? Welcome back to another one. Man, seems to be I'm having some kind of issues uploading on YouTube this morning, so hopefully this one goes out. Brothers and sisters, I hope y'all having a good day today, man. I'm doing a little bit better. You know, I wake up almost every night from having nightmares, yo. Night terrors, all that shit, where I like scream out in my sleep, or, you know, my nightmares really mess me up. And the medicine they have me on is supposed to help me with that, but it really doesn't. And most of that stems from you know, the PTSD that I have and my brain injury. That's why I'm getting ready to do what I'm getting ready to do, brothers and sisters, to get my mind right this morning. So cheers. I'm just waking straight up, man. I ain't even did nothing. We're coming straight in here getting this in. So cheers, y'all. And this one we're gonna be talking about. And this one, oh God. Oh man, hold on. Oh, snap. That's some good shit right here, yo. Ooh. And this one we're gonna be talking about how I sustain my traumatic brain injury. Hopefully we get some peeps coming around and hang out with me during the live stream. So this one, in order to set up the basis for how I got my what up, Yay One? Oh man, hold up. Oh snap. The basis for how I'm gonna set up to leading into how I got my traumatic brain injury is going to be, you got to understand about bipolar disorder. You have to understand, you know, about mental illnesses. And sometimes, you know, when you have different medications, when they're putting you on new medications, it can sometimes exacerbate the situation, man. I'm doing all right, Yay One, man. I had nightmares last night, but I have a really bad time, like I just said earlier in the stream, with nightmares and stuff like that, night terrors, man. So last night wasn't a good night for me, bro, but I'm up this morning, man. I'm alive. I'm taking some medicine. I decided to jump right on this live stream, man, and get it in and talk about this stuff because it really bothers me and I want to help other people out, brother. So cheers. So look, they had me on medical watch because I kept hurting myself, and they didn't want to put me on suicide watch because I'd been on suicide watch for a long time. This all started in Kentucky, where this went down at. This went down in Paducah, Kentucky. All right. So what happened was, what happened, Yay One, brother, was I was having suicide ideations, and they put me up in the medical cell and had me on watch. Well, up in the medical cell in the jail where I was at, I was up front, where, you know, they brought the weekenders in, like the girls and stuff like that, and the guys, the people that had to do the weekender type deal, where you came in on Friday and you left on like Sunday, and that was how you did your time. Instead of going to jail, they let you do weekends here in the United States. Well, I was up front, and I love to sing. That's one of my favorite things to do. Is I love karaoke, man. I love to sing songs like that. So I was singing a certain song to the peeps, man. We were sitting out there just chilling, you know what I mean? Nobody was even saying anything. The sergeant on the floor didn't say anything. The lieutenant on the floor didn't say anything. It was like 9:30 at night. The trustees were out freaking sweeping and doing what they were doing, and I was laying on my floor just singing under my cell door to the other inmates. I was on the hallway with the other mentally ill inmates, so it was calming them down. You know what I mean? My singing was calming the other inmates down, the mentally ill inmates. That was our way of calming down, was being able to sing and listen to music, bruh. So that's what I did, Yay One. Well, let me get some more medicine before I get into this, because this really triggers me right here. This really gets me going, Yay One. I appreciate you hanging around. I want to get this story out. This is why I do this. Cheers, y'all. Hold up. Let me get... So, this particular officer, let's just call him Officer James. Officer James came by, and Officer James is one of them officers, one of them corrections officers that gets on the job because he got picked on in school. So he decided to become a corrections officer because, hey, you ain't gonna never pick on me because I got a badge and I got some authority. You will respect my authority. Respect my authority. You know, type shit, bruh. So anyway, yeah, not a problem, brother. I'm drunk as... Okay. Okay, brother. All right. So, check. Man, the next thing I know, he's sitting here telling me that I need to shut up and I need to stop singing out of my cell door, that I'm disturbing people. When I know I wasn't disturbing anybody because I wasn't that freaking loud. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I told him, man, I'm not even bothering nobody. Why you gotta come down here and start messing with me, dude? You know, ain't nobody even saying nothing to me the whole fucking time, and then you gotta come up in here and start running your mouth, man. Won't you leave me the fuck alone, bitch? Is what I told him. I know I shouldn't have said that, but hey, man, whatever. I was fucking 23 years old, hopped up on all the pills that they were putting me on. I was having a bipolar episode in my cell, and all I wanted to do was sing. They could have just let me do that. What's up, Sativa? What up, Sativa? Sativa? So check, yo. The next thing I know, he's saying they're going to come up in my cell and distract me and put me in the chair. What I mean by the chair is they'll put you in a 4 restraint chair where they lock you down in a chair and they'll fucking put a bag over your head if you try to spit. But they go ahead and automatically put the bag over my head. Anyway, so here's what happened. I was like, well, y'all gonna have to come up in here and motherfucking get me then, bitch. So that's what they did. Next thing I know, they brought the goon squad up in there on me, right? Alright, now at this time, I'd already been assaulted by these guards already now. I'd already been shot by these guards because they have shotguns there. They have beanbag bullets in them, dog. Beanbag bullets that will fuck you up. Alright, so I'd already been shot, and I'll show y'all if we ever come around and do it like a really good meet to meet, like where we do like meeting other peeps on YouTube. I'll freaking show y'all my wounds, man. For real, you can see that shit where they beat the fuck out of me. But anyway, look, they went against my amendments. First of all, they went against my rights, man. They violated my rights when they beat the shit out of me, yo. Sativa, for real. Yeah, we got him. But anyway, here's what happened. Let me explain to y'all what happened, all right? Let me get some more medicine in. I'm going to explain to y'all what happened. All right, hold up, peeps. I really want y'all to understand this, all right? So hold up. Cheers. We're getting some of this in. Some honey oil right there. Y'all see that? That's what we're about to get in. Cheers, peeps. Cheers. Oh, brother. Alright, so check, man. This is what happened. Next thing I know, I hear a whole bunch of footsteps. What's up, Scuba Steve? Next thing I know, I hear a whole bunch of footsteps coming down the hallway, y'all. And here comes the goon squad. Well, guess who's leading the way? Officer Beach, Officer James. Alright, so yeah. Now here's where it gets kind of crazy, y'all. So, next thing I know, man, they're telling me they're going to come in my cell. And now I need to kick my hands out for them to come in. What kick my hands out means I need to put my hands to the trap. There's a door on your jailhouse door where they put the plates, your trays through when it's time to eat, or they give you your meds and all that through that trap. It's called a tray trap, slot, whatever you want to call it. In different areas they call it different things. And where I stayed at, they call it the food trap. So they said I needed to put my hands out through the trap to get handcuffed so they can go put me in 4-point restraints. I'm like, fuck that, bitch. Come up in here, motherfucker. Get my ass, motherfucker. I was crazy. I am mentally ill. I know I'm mentally ill, all right? But I was really messed up then versus now. I'm on medication now. I'm healing a lot better. But when I was in my 20s, I was really bad, dude. I was really psychotic. Like, I was really psychotic in my 20s and in my teens. But anyway, let's get into this. So I told them to come up in there, and of course, you know what they did? They came up in my cell. Well, at the time, everybody around me was telling them that I did nothing wrong. I wasn't bothering nobody. That it was that it was the officer that was taking it out on me, man, because I guess he was just having a bad day. I don't know what was wrong with this guy, man, but he always walked around the jailhouse with a chip on his shoulder. He was one of those guards. If you've ever been to jail, you know which one I'm talking about. If you've ever been to jail, you know the kind of guard that I'm talking about, that walks around with a chip on his shoulder like he can beat to everybody's ass, and he's always starting something with the inmates. You know that fucking guard. And if you know that guard, I want you to get down in the comment section and let me know. Alright? Anyway, as soon as they popped my cell, listen, I was laying on my stomach. I was laying on my stomach because y'all remember I was singing under the door, y'all. I was singing under the door. I was singing a song by Simple Plan called Perfect. Alright? If you ever know the song, it's called Perfect by Simple Plan. That's the song I was singing that night. That was the song that everybody chose that they wanted me to sing that night. Alright? Because it was karaoke night. You know what I mean? It was karaoke night up in the jail. We had to find something to do to kill time, man. Alright? So anyway, as soon as they popped my door, I rolled over on my back to look up at them when they came through my cell. And as soon as they came through my cell, yo, James Beach, I'm gonna say his name, fuck that. James Beach, Officer Beach, took his mag light and hit me at full force straight down into my forehead. Let me show you how he did it. I'm gonna stand up. He took his mag light and came straight, boom, down on my forehead as hard as he could. Bam! Just like that with his mag light. And now, if you look, I have a dent right here in my forehead, right there, y'all. I have a perfect dent. It pushed down on my eyeball. You see right here? Y'all see that right there? Look where I'm pointing. You see how this eye is? And this one, it pushes down on my eye right here. He pushed down on my brain right there, dog. He gave me a traumatic brain injury, brothers. I'm great. Every day I spend above ground, no meds, but it's better than I thought it would be. For real, brothers and sisters, that's the one thing I got to say, yo. I'm on all types of medications, man, for this. They got me on olanzapine. They had me on Seroquel. They had me on Depakote. They had me on lorazepam or Ativan, the same pills that Chris Cornell had in his body, dog. Hey, Yay One, shout out to Yay One. Shout out to everybody that's been coming by and hanging out with me, man. I really appreciate this. Let's get a hit in. Let's get some medicine in. We're going to pull it up out of this right here. We're going into this Purple Dragon from Denver, Colorado, man. This is one of my Sega pieces right here, man. I hope to get back out to Colorado one day, yo. But anyway, man, yeah, they came in my cell and they ended up beating the snot out of me, dude. They ended up beating the dog shit out of me. They closed my eye up and knocked me out. They like literally knocked me out, dude. That's how hard they beat me up in there. They knocked me out, Gay One. They knocked me out, Brother Steve. They knocked me out, dog. I mean, and now I tried to sue. I've tried to contact lawyers, but the lawyers said that, you know, hey, there's too much of a time frame between there's a statute of limitations and shit like that. So I can't even sue them. I went almost 10 years. I went a whole decade undiagnosed for a brain injury. And I just went through people's lives. I ran through girls left and right, dude. We got some crazy stories that I could tell you about some of the strippers I've dated, motherfucking Hooters girls I've dated, regular girls I've dated, just all kinds of motherfucking, like, some serious time crazy shit, man, that I've done in my life, dude. I got some crazy stories for y'all, for real. Alright, man, so we're gonna sit here, we're gonna finish this out, yo. Next thing y'all know, they took me up to the nurse's station, man. Cheers, brothers and sisters. They took me up to the nurse's station and brought me to, they brought me to and took me up to the nurse's station. Cause they knocked me out in my cell and brought me to, and got, as they were taking me up to the motherfucking nurse's station, they were dragging me, and I was sort of in a walking dazed out phase, man. They got me to the nurse's station and just wiped the blood off of me, brothers. You hear me? Sativa, Yay One, Scuba Steve, they just wiped the blood off of me, dog, and motherfucking sent me back to the cell with the fucking restraint chair. They put me in the restraint chair for about 4 hours, I guess, man. I kept nodding in and out, passing in and out, man. And then they finally put me back in a different cell. They took me out of that cell that I was in and put me on the other hallway. At this point, you know, at this point, yo, everybody in the jail who's on that hallway, all the weekenders, had done called the state to come out there and do an investigation. All right. Well, supposedly the state came out there and did an investigation on on what happened, but when they came, I was in my cell, destroying my cell. I'd like tore up my mat. I'd like threw all my stuff on the floor. I was going psychotic in my cell. And when they came in to do the investigation to check up on me, I guess the guards were like, you know, you see, that's just how he is right there. He was psychotic. You see how he was, and he deserved. He did it. He had to get what he got. Type shit. I believe that's what they said, man. I don't know what the hell happened, but I remember them when I was there, dog. I remember seeing some guys in suits come up to my window and look inside my cell. And then I heard later on that was the motherfuckers from the state doing the investigation because I was able to talk to the girls through the wall. That's the way I had it. In my cell, my cell was on this side. There was a wall, and I had the girls on this side. So I was able to talk to the girls through cracks in my wall at night. I was able to sing to them. I was able to meet some girls up in the county jail, and they were like thinking they were we were like dating and stuff like that, man. But yeah, I had that crazy shit happen in Kentucky. That's how they make confusion, move possible lawsuits around, and change times on reports. I know, man. I mean, it's crazy, dude. I got the shit beat out of me because of that. But you know what? I believe I'm gonna get something out of it. You know what I mean? I have something coming up really soon, man. I've been fighting my disability for years, man. I've been fighting my disability for going on 4 years, man. So hopefully, you know, I'm gonna be able to get my disability, man, for real. Cause I got y'all seen my diagnosis. You've seen them. Y'all seen them, Scuba Steve, Sativa Natural Yay One. Go back and look at my diagnosis. I've been going through this since I was 2 years old, man. 2 years old, dog. I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to be born to my mama at 14 years old, dog. I didn't ask to get taken away from her by the state. You know what I mean? I didn't ask for any of that shit. But that's what fucking happened to me. You know what I mean? I didn't ask to have to go through group homes. I didn't ask to get abused in group homes. I didn't ask to go through foster care. But I'm trying to use my testimony to help other kids that are going through that shit, Brother Scuba Steve, Brother Yay One, Brother Sativa. You know what I mean? That's what and I know I'm gonna get flack. I know I'm gonna get hate. I know I'm gonna get motherfuckers that's gonna come in here and start talking shit like trolls and whatnot. But hopefully I'll be able to have some moderators in here, you know, that can take care of that shit. You know what I mean? Since y'all been hanging here the longest, yo, I probably will make somebody moderators for this junk. But that's what happened, yo. Mental illness ain't no joke. You know what I mean? Mental illness is not a joke, man. You can't control that sometimes, man. You can try your best, yo, but for a lot of these illnesses like that I have, man, you can't control that shit. You can't control your moods. You know what I mean, brother? You just can't. Boom. I gotta get him. Hold up. He's trying to get at me. Yo, he does that drunk hit type shit, dog. So yeah, man, that's my testimony on that, yo. That's what happened, man. That's how I got my brain injury. They came in and beat the shit out of me. And one of the guards was having a bad day, I guess, and decided to take it out on me and just hit me straight in my forehead with his motherfucking flashlight, dog. Fuck me up. Get some. Mess me up, dog, for real. Drunk ass nigga, come here. Oh, if I could keep him from getting on the ground, dog, I can handle him. What up, Still? Yeah, I know, Scuba Steve. I feel you on that, brother. That's really hard. Still City, how you doing, brother, man? That's good, yo. We got brother Still City up in here. Y'all saw we just took that, yo. Let's take a hit for Still City coming in. Cheers to Still City. Cheers, brothers. Cheers. Oh, snap. There we go. I think we got that one, didn't we? Yeah, man, we got that one. All right, we're going to go another round. Why not, man? We got everybody hanging out here. I'm done with the conversation anyway with what I was just talking about, but I can elaborate on it some more. Let me tell y'all this crazy story while we're here. Hey, everything I'm going to tell you is going to be the fucking truth. All right? So check this. I got called out by a young guard, dog, in my 20s when I was in prison in North Carolina, y'all. I got called out by a guard. Now check, here's what happened. Now, I have severe authority issues. Severe authority issues from being in group homes, foster care, running away from the cops all the time, growing up type shit like that, right? So, this is a crazy story, man. So I'm sitting there, dog, Steel City, chill, Sativa, chill. I'm sitting there, dog, in my cell one day, and I can't remember this. It came to mind the other day when I was watching another YouTuber after prison show, and he mentioned something about this, and it popped up in my head that this happened to me. So there was a part in the prison that I was at where you just had nothing but classes and shit like that, yo. And that's where you go to, like, they'd have the GED classes, and that's where they'd have to send the motherfucking sex offenders and shit like that to go to their motherfucking classes. Well, while we're there, man, one night, man, I was fucking arguing with a guard, yo. And I don't remember dude's name, but he was young. He was young. He was around, like, I was like 19. I think he had to be about like 23 or something like that, yo. And hey, we were talking shit to each other, and he was like, motherfucker, I'll beat your ass, is what he said eventually. And I was like, motherfucker, if you didn't have that motherfucking badge on, dude, I'll motherfucking knock you the fuck out. I'd body slam. No, I didn't say I'd knock you out. I said I'd body slam your ass. And he was like, oh, really? You think you can out-wrestle me? And I was like, yeah, motherfucker, I bet you I can out-wrestle you, bitch. And he was like, all right, then, we're gonna fucking do it. I was like, man, shut the fuck up, you playing. And he was like, nah, let's motherfucking do it then. You wanna fucking wrestle this shit then? Motherfucking bitch, let's do it. And he said that shit like that. I was like, all right, then where we gonna go? And he was like, hold on, I got this. So, hey, check this, yo. Yeah, jail documentaries, that's what's up, bruh. So check, yo. Next thing I know, he was like, we're gonna go to this motherfucking classroom over here, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna have somebody watch out. Alright? So, next thing I know, yo, we're up in this motherfucking room. We're up in there, he's done taking his motherfucking badge off and took his belt off. You know, they had all his shit, he took it off. He was a white dude. And this was up in Polk Youth Institution, dog. Yep, up in Butner, North Carolina, man. Polk Youth Institution. Shit, I remember that shit just like it was yesterday, bro. Hey, so check this nigga, man. We got into it. Listen, we were rolling, dude. And we were rolling, bro. I body slammed his motherfucking ass, and we kept going back and forth and everything, and finally it just ended. Well, motherfucking trustee popped in on us and said we had to stop because somebody was fucking coming. Alright? So I got a little marked up, but he got marked up too, you know what I'm saying? And next thing I know, somebody's fucking said something on it. I think the trustee went and motherfucking told, right? And there was an investigation going around. And I had the lieutenant on the floor come and ask me, you know, what happened, blase, blase. I was like, man, ain't shit happened. I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, yo, we got it on camera where y'all went in there. Now, what happened when you went in there? And I was like, motherfucker, yo, this motherfucker done snitched on us. They got this shit on fucking camera. What the fuck am I supposed to say? You know what I mean? So, next thing I fucking know, dude, I had to motherfucking say, you know, you got me, dude. We went in there, he motherfucking called me out there, and we went in there fucking fought. I mean, there was no fucking way of me getting past it. What else could I fucking say, you know? I mean, it was the time when classes were closed. The classrooms were closed. So, and we weren't going up in there and do anything else because I'm not gay. So we definitely weren't doing shit like that. Even though I did have some female nurses when I was working there because one of my jobs was working in the kitchen. So I had to go and take food over to the old people's, to the octogenarians, to the old people, the sick people. They were over in the hospital old people's unit, man. It was just nothing but old people who were dying. That's the unit that they had them in. And I had to take them their food over there. I had to make their food in puree and shit like that. And I had to take the food over there to the hospital unit. All right. They have a couple of mental ill patients over there, you know, who have cut themselves, or you got people who's gotten beat up. It was basically the live-in medical unit at Kentucky State Reformatory. So anyway, dog, cheers. Cheers, y'all. Let's get this in there. Let's get this in there. One more. This is a funny story right here, y'all. Cheers. We might as well just talk about prison while I'm here. All right, so here, hold up. You can get anything in prison that you can get on the streets, man. You want weed, you want a cell phone, you want a woman. Listen, you can get, let me tell you, some of the greatest jobs, man, for trying to meet up with females up in prison is definitely working on the grounds, all right, definitely the kitchen. That's the number one, man. If you have the kitchen, yo, kitchen is one of the best jobs because number one, you get to meet up with female guards. You can go down in the basement where storage is. That's one of the best places to hide out. Go down to the storage, yo, and where we store all the goods and everything, yo. What the hell, 406? What up, Scuba? Chill, hey, for real, yeah, Scuba Steve, brother. Yeah, hey, for real, what up, 406? What up, Steel City's back in this baby, man. Hey, let me pack this bowl one more again. So check, yo. It was easy for you to daggone whatever you wanted up in there, and I almost got institutionalized, yo. Like for real. I almost got institutionalized because I had everything I pretty much wanted while I was up in there, man. When I was in prison, I pretty much had everything. You're allowed to have PlayStations up in prison. Yes, you can order PlayStations. You can order TVs. You can order all kinds of different goodies and food. You can if you got the game and you look good and whatnot, man, you can definitely get on with a female guard and she'll bring you anything in that you ask her. Or you can get on with a nurse and she'll bring you anything in that you ask her, dog. Drugs, cell phone, whatever the fuck you want, baby girl will bring that shit into your motherfucking ass. That's word on everything I motherfucking love, dog. For real, cuz. Hey, and then you can dip off somewhere and get you some. Hey, man, I was off the chain in my 20s and in my teens, dog, because I just stayed in and out of prison. I almost did 8 years, dog. I did almost 8 years. If you count all the time that I did together in prison and jail, man, about 10 years, all of it between prison and jail. That's crazy. You want to work out? You work out. You want to go to school? You go. Hey, a live stream from jail would be sick, dude. That's why we need to find somebody who's a daggone YouTuber, man, that's doing that shit in prison. I mean, they do it on Instagram all the time. I've seen them doing live streams from Instagram. Bruh, Steel City. Sure enough. I've seen it, bruh. I've seen that shit. I seen shit. Hey, you remember on Pineapple Express? He said, you gone soft. I seen you rip somebody's. Hey, man, Pineapple Express is that shit, man. Hey, Half Baked, yo, that's my joint. I remember I had a list of daggone movies that I wanted to see, yo, when I was in prison. I think I made a whole list of things that I wanted to do, plans that I wanted to achieve, man, whenever I was in prison. I tried to achieve some of it, like one of them was modeling. I wanted to do the whole modeling game, you know what I mean? I jumped into it for a little bit, but, man, I couldn't take that shit, man. I just couldn't take the way they talk to me, dog. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna let you talk to me any old crazy way, dog, just because you paying me. You know what I mean? You got me fucked up. You think you just talk to me any old way you want to because you paying me, bitch? Nah, I'll walk the slam up out your job or I'll fuck some of your shit up. Hey, for real, I don't know why I go like that. I don't know why I go from right to left. My doctors say there's no gray area with me. It's either left or right. People will go to school and get a job at a prison just to get stuff to people inside, get caught and ruin their life for someone. Oh, yeah, I know. A lot of people will go to school and they're going to get jobs just to go to work at a prison so they can help somebody who's in there that's got a life sentence. Sure will. Yep, I hate jail, man. Every day wasting my life. For real, bruh. It was a waste of life, yo, being up in there. Hey, man, for real, this is why I'm doing the live streams right here. This is the reason for my live streams. Right here, what we're doing right now. This is what it's about, yo. Coming up in here and being able to talk and have some dialogue. How many channels are out there like that we can sit here and do this? I'm not scared to talk about shit like that, bruh. I'm getting my ass whooped. I gotta get this dog. There we go. Got him. Boom. We pulled it. Get some. This is why I do this, brothers and sisters, for real. Yeah. Alright. Hoodie's going back on. I'm putting my hoodie back on, dog. Heard about that every week when my wife worked at a prison. Oh, shit, for real? You're right. Hey, Scuba Steve, that's pretty pimp. Your wife worked at a prison, bruh. Man, yeah, I did a lot of time, man, and it was crazy up in there. There's all kinds of crazy stories and shit that just that comes from being up in a place like that, man. For real. Even in jail, you know, it's a wild place to be, man. It's a scary place to be when you're first in there, but after a while, man, like for real, after you were up in a place for about a year, you start to settle in. You know what I mean? As long as you don't join no gangs and no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You stay away from the gang life and all that. You just go up in there and just be your own self. Be cordial, man. Hold your own. Don't let nobody punk you and shit like that. You know what I mean? Motherfucking, even if it's the guards, dog, don't take no lip from them motherfuckers either. I didn't take no lip from no guards, bro. Oh, yo, we lost somebody. Oh, it's all right. I'm about to get up out of here in a minute, y'all. Please, as soon as this one's over with, man. I've been having a good time talking about this stuff, man. She doesn't take no shit. I hear you, Scuba Steve, man. I hear you. That's what's up, man. You got, what the hell? I bet shit is dangerous, Scuba. Hey, you better believe it is, yo. Especially for guards, man. That's probably... You got a lot of mentally ill and daggone crazy people, and just people that just don't give a shit up in prison, man. You know what I mean? You got people that are spending life up in there. So you got all kinds of crazy things that happen. I remember they took a daggone female guard hostage in North Carolina at one of my prisons that I was at one time, yo. Took the daggone female guard hostage. I remember they daggone killed one too, dog, in North Carolina, man, where I'm from. Like, for real, they was always riding in North Carolina and in Kentucky when I was down there, man. And all it takes is just the inmates to figure out, man, that they can override all the guards and just take over the whole prison. That's all it takes. That's all it takes is all the daggone inmates to figure out, hey, man, if all of us just come together, we can override these motherfuckers in this prison and break the fuck up out of here if we really want to. You know what I'm saying? You could easily break up out of there and get everybody the fuck up out of there. Alright, y'all, we're getting up out of here, y'all. One love to everybody to come by and hung out, man. For real, I got some other stories I want to talk about. I got a Ponzi scheme that I want to talk about, y'all. If y'all want to hear that, come back around for my 420 live stream. Y'all want to tell y'all a Ponzi scheme that I thought up while I was in prison. I think y'all might like it. Alright, brothers and sisters, so one love to everybody to come by and hung out with your boy, man. This is Pastor Lee, man. I'm just saying, yo, try to love each other, man. Try to get knowledge every day, man, because, you know, how are you going to know that the thief is coming if you're not keeping watch, brothers and sisters? You understand me? You got to keep watch what's going on in the world. There's a lot of things going on. The world's heading towards a dangerous scene, brothers and sisters, but it's also coming to a good one by what I believe. Alright? I believe in there's a Savior, man. I believe in Yeshua, man. I believe in Yeshua HaMashiach in the name of Jehovah God, man. And I believe that I'm going to live forever. That's what my Bible teaches me, yo. One love, everybody. Chill. What the hell, man? I've seen guards dragging guys down the hall, beating the shit out of them, all bloody. Yep. He made her quit. Tired of thinking every day that it was going to be the day that she was going to get shanked. For real, brothers and sisters, that shit is crazy. It is. We need to start building more rehabilitative type situations for people, you know, helping them instead of locking them up in prison, you know what I mean? And then we should have some type of, you know, higher maximum security type situations for these places. Let me give you an example of one before we get up out of here, all right? There was a prison that I was talking about where, in North Carolina, all right, where it's up under a Polk Youth Institution. It's like the Supermax. All right, where everything is done by video. You don't get no mail. You don't get anything. You're locked down fucking 28 hours. You're knocked down 23 hours a day. You get 1 hour out. That 1 hour out is either taking a shower or coming out for rec. That's it. I mean, you can still get up with people in there. It's still been known to happen, but I mean, Supermax is the only way to do it, man. That's it. Locking motherfuckers down 23-1, man. 23-1. Alright, y'all, I'm getting up out of here, y'all. One love, man. Make sure y'all come around and hang out during the 420 live stream. We got a great one on that one, yo. For real. We got a funny Ponzi scheme. I hope y'all. Alright, y'all. One love, man. Chill.